Now, if you've been around for any length of time, you've been hearing about people making money online, working, 20 hours a week, 10 hours a week, or even less. And they're making all of this money, and you're trying to come and figure out how can you become a part of it, and if it's even real. And I will tell you this, and if you watch any other videos around here, you'll see verified proof it is real. And in this video, I want to talk about how you can actually start your business online. And just to let you know and understand, I've had a business online for almost 14 years now. And I would tell you this, one of the greatest victories for me, it wasn't, when I made thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. It was when I made my first sale. When I was out with my family and I actually made a sale. Like, that was the proud moment for me in terms of making money online, because at first I didn't think it was real either. But when I made that first sale, that was a very proud moment for me, because it allowed me to understand that I can actually serve people without actually exchanging a lot of time in doing so, but I can actually also make money while not exchanging a lot of time for it either. So I will say this, I'm going to tell you some steps, but it's no specific order. But if you are just starting out, I'm going to assume you don't have any business, period, or you're trying to take your business online. If you want to have success, these are the things that you're going to have to do. The first thing that you want to do is you want to find out, where are people already spending money? Sometimes people talk about, find your passion, and that has its place. But if your passion is around something where people are not spending money, then you might want to figure out some kind of way where you can incorporate your passion into what people are already spending money on. So number one, you want to find out, what are people spending money on right now? What pain point are people trying to, get out of? What question do they have that's burning, keeping them up, but that they're trying to solve? But you want to find out, what are people currently spending money on? But here's the second thing you want to do. You want to make sure that when you find out whatever they're spending money on, that you find some kind of way to give them what they're looking for in a way that's different from what everybody else is offering. Because you think about this, if somebody's been selling something online for, let's say, 10 years, and you come online and you're selling the exact same thing, why would they choose you over them? So the question you have to ask yourself is, how can I take what people are already willing to spend money on and switch it in such a way, or package it in such a way, or communicate it in such a way that makes it unique and is personalized to me? So you definitely want to do that. But then the other thing is this, you want to make sure that you have a credible online presence. And sometimes people get caught up with the technology and things like that, but you can have a phenomenal website built, for not that much at all. I don't want to say next to nothing, but not that much at all. And here's the thing, you can even have a great online presence without having a website, period. There's some people that are just selling things directly from their social media status and networks. Now, that's not how I wouldn't recommend that, because it could be a competition, if you will. So if somebody's on your website, the only thing that they're competing against is whatever's on your website. But when you have somebody on a social media, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever the case may be, then they're competing, or you're competing for their attention with everything else. So sometimes that's not always the best strategy. But again, number one, you want to make sure that you are providing something in a market, in the area where people are already spending money. You also want to make sure you have a strong online presence, but you also want to make whatever it is unique to you. Because if people feel like it's unique to you, then they know that I can't get this anywhere else, even though this is a question that a lot of other people are answering. But because of how you're answering it, it's like, okay, I can only get this solution specifically from this person. And so you want to make it very, very unique to you. But here's the other thing. There's so many different ways that you can collect money and things like that, but you want to make sure you have a really good shopping cart. Now, I will say this, when I first started off, I didn't have a shopping cart, because I'm not paying that extra money. I don't need that expense. But a shopping cart makes so much of a difference, because I don't want to throw too many things at you, but there's something that's called cart abandonment, meaning that sometimes people get all the way to the checkout process in a shopping cart and they leave. And sometimes if you have the wrong cart, it just causes people to not trust you when they get to that process. So you definitely want to have a really good shopping cart. And right now, at the date that I'm recording this video, again, everybody's at home and people are really being generous and trying to help people. But right now there is a company that is offering their shopping cart free for life. I linked in the description, where you can actually link to it right now, but they're offering it for life. Now this cart is typically, I would say, anywhere from maybe like $50 or to $97 a month. So it's like, if you can get something free right now for life because people are being generous and they're trying to help each other out, take advantage of it. You know, and I will say this, the same company, they're actually offering like a free, it's not a free page, a free page builder. You know, so again, you can go here right now and get a free page builder and a free shopping cart for life. Now, again, I don't know how long that's going to be open, but I took advantage of the cart myself in terms of a page builder. That's something that I already had. So again, go look into the description and you'll see it. Or you can go to stopmoneymisery.com/free cart. But again, you want to make sure you have a very strong presence, that people trust you, you know, when they look you up, when they go to your website and things like that. And again, you want to make sure that you have a shopping cart that's really going to give people that confidence and that strength that when they do this checkout process, that, you know, none of their information is going to be compromised and that you're trustworthy. So again, I would encourage you to, again, go look in the description right now, because I don't know how long this is going to last, and get that free shopping cart today. But I want to encourage you, if you are thinking about an online business, proceed with it. And I will tell you, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it, because there's so many more people online. There's a lot more competition, so it's a little bit harder, but it's worth it. The people that succeed are the people that stick with it. The people that fail are the people that believe the pie in the sky. You know, you send out one email and you get 1 million followers. Like, it doesn't work like that. You have to put in the work, but you will get a return if you put in the work and you stick with it and stay consistent. But again, I've told you about the importance of having online business, told you about, you know, really finding like that niche market. If you hear people talking about a niche, but find out, what are people already spending money on? You know, then you also want to make sure that, you know, you put your own spin on it, but make sure that, you know, when people find you or your product, that they feel comfortable and confident in knowing like why they should choose you over somebody else. But the other thing is this, you want to make sure that, you know, when people go to your website, I mean, you look credible. You look like you're somebody who deserves to have their money. And you also want to have a great shopping cart, as I mentioned before. But look in the description and get access for life, as they're, you know, giving it out now, because everybody's being generous. But again, I strongly encourage you to continue on with it. And if you have any questions at all, just ask them down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer your question as quick as possible. But this has been Chris Cannon, your encouragement coach, reminding you that the battle is not lost unless you accept defeat.